Hey, how's it going, everybody? So I'm gonna be doing an install video of this Tundra dash mount by ICS Fabrications. In my Forerunner, I did have something similar to this, and it went on top of the radio here. I think it was called T-PAM by Expedition Essentials, and I really love that thing because you were able to install these RAM mounts, or I think 67 designs as well, and mount your phone, tablet, ham radios, and all that stuff to them. So I really wanted that for the Tundra, and I guess I started going on Google and I found these guys, and it looks like it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So it's going to mount right there. I have to pretty much take this whole area apart and then go underneath, and then I think even drill some holes to get in there and bolt this down. I don't mind drilling holes into the dash here because I'm not really going to be using this space here at all, not even to throw stuff on there. So I am very excited to throw this one on so that I can start mounting my phone on there, because right now I just throw it in the cubbies here and kind of moves around and stuff. So I really want something that's going to be hard mounted to the dash here. Alright, so in order to get this bottom portion out, you're going to have to use a trim tool, or I use a screwdriver. You don't want to use a screwdriver because it does scratch up the edges here. I tried my best to not do that, but I still ended up scratching it up. It is going to be a bit difficult to do, so if you can grab either corner, either the right corner or the left corner, that's going to work. Just start kind of prying it out from one side and then go along the edge towards the other side, and then you should be able to get your fingertips in there to where you could pull it out, like I did here, and you should be good to go. Alright, so after I remove this bottom portion here, you're going to go ahead and pull this one out. I recommend using two hands, one on each side here, to pull it out, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it with one hand. This is just going to pull out the climate control area here, so you just kind of like grab it from underneath and pull towards you. There you go, and then just lay it down, and then we're going to start heading down below. There should be 4 bolts that we're going to have to take off, and I'll go ahead and show you a better picture of that in a bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the bolts, and it's pretty much gonna be, trying to get the light on it, one way down there, that one right there, that one, and then there's gonna be one way down there, just like on the other side. Can't get to focus, but you get the idea. So there's one in there, 2, 3, and then 4 way in there too. So you're gonna have to use an extension here, like this one, to get it out. Just be careful you don't drop that bolt down below, because then it'll be very difficult to get. So just be careful, take your time, so that way you're not losing bolts. Alright, after you remove the 4 bolts again, you're going to want to grab the radio and pull towards you. It is going to feel a little bit sketchy pulling on your radio, because it's going to feel like it's not going to come off, but trust me, it will. There's 2 clips holding it in place up here. So that's the only thing that's keeping the radio in now. But just go ahead and pull. You'll hear like a small snap. Make sure you keep those clips at hand. Oh, there you go. Just go ahead and set your radio down here, and see, these are the clips I was talking about. See them right there. Let me get some light on there. So this clip and this clip, you're gonna have to take those back out and put it back on your radio. They're gonna go right here in these corners, so make sure you do that. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and start with the scary stuff, which is drilling into your dash. ICS does provide a template you can just throw on top there. Just kind of line it up and then tape it down, drill your pilot holes, and you should be good to go. That's pretty much what I'm going to do now. That's going to be the next step. I'm going to go with 1/8 as a pilot hole and 1/4 drill bit for the bolts that are going to be going through. ICS also has this mounting plate available that's going to go underneath here to reinforce your dash mount. That way your dash mount isn't just holding on by some washers, just in case you want to throw something heavier on, like a bigger iPad or something. These will do. You could just install this and be done with it. But if you are planning to throw a whole bunch of stuff on that mount, I recommend you pick up this this plate here, just to reinforce everything, make sure nothing breaks or cracks or anything like that. All right, so then I went ahead and set it down, and I'm just pushing these bolts in. That way they're seated all the way in. There you go. That one's good. This one is good. Back one here. All right, so this is gonna be kind of tricky to get in because there's all these cables there. All right, so it's a bit difficult to get the bottom bracket on because you do have to line everything up, and I can't really record while I'm doing this because I don't really have a proper tripod to kind of set this up in place and record everything. But yeah, so pretty much 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I went ahead and left this rubber thing just in case there's any type of vibration, which I doubt it. But you know, it kind of looks nice with it on anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it on. The bolts are going to go through the holes you drilled out, and they're going to come out from underneath. Again, if you picked up the bracket here for extra support, it's going to go through that bracket as well. All right, everything is bolted down now. This thing isn't going anywhere. It's pretty tight on there. I kind of regret leaving the mat on only because there's this lip here, but I don't know, I guess it doesn't really bother me. Again, it was a pretty easy process. One tip I have for you guys is throw the mounts on before you screw everything on, because it is going to be kind of difficult to get underneath there and tighten all the bolts and everything. You can get a wrench in under there, but it's not going to be as easy as if you were to do it before you even get this mounted up. Again, like, you can kind of see how tight it's going to be. I mean, I can get in there, but it's going to be very difficult to kind of move around. So again, just make sure you put everything that you're going to be throwing on right now. The bottom plate is very difficult to install, but it's not impossible. You just kind of got to line everything up and it'll come out perfect. So yeah, it's just 4 bolts, top and bottom. That lower mounting bracket, I'm pretty sure that's what's making this thing even extra solid right there. Let me go ahead and throw everything back on so you guys can see how it looks once it's all done. All right, so there it is. Everything's back together. Looks pretty sick. You can see, man, this thing is so solid. I've been messing around with it and it's like not going anywhere. But all right, so I'm not using the X mount because it is kind of like you need 2 hands to throw your phone on there, compared to this one I found on Amazon. What is it called? Tackform. It's a bit easier to use. You just kind of set it up where you want, make sure it's all tight, and then you can actually just throw your phone on there with just one hand, which is pretty cool. That's something I didn't like about the X mount, that you kind of needed to squish the arms to get your phone on there. So this is pretty easy to use. I'll go ahead and link everything down below, that way you guys can check it out. It uses the same 1-inch ball attachment, so you can use it with all your RAM mount stuff. Even if you already have these arms, maybe you just want to upgrade the mount, because if you guys own that X mount, you guys know what I'm talking about using 2 hands to get your phone mounted on. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm really digging this whole ICS mount. I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm gonna throw another 1-inch ball up here, and then maybe even throw that owl cam back here so it's not too close to the window. but I'm not sure it's gonna block all this stuff, so we'll see how I configure everything. But all right, man, thank you guys for watching.